Dear viewers, hello, I'm Hanna Prillysca Chernovita. I'm from Universitas Kristen Satyawacana, Indonesia. First of all, I want to say thank you to the IEEE Symposium on Computer Application and Industrial Electronics 2020 Committee for giving me a great opportunity to present my research through this video. I hope this will fulfill my duty as an author of the paper titled The Role of Financial Literacy to Suppress Temptation of Using PayLater Service. Okay, now I will start the presentation.
Industry 4.0, which combines internet technology with smart objects, significantly has formed an easy, fast, convenient, and efficient lifestyle, including financial service that companies to appear in the digital form. Electronic payment using debit and credit card, mobile and internet banking, electronic money, electronic wallet are the services that commonly used by people nowadays. Financial technology becomes favorite option to do a transaction due to its simplicity, speed, safety, efficiency, and effectiveness. The majority of Indonesian users of financial technology application providers such as Gojek is in productive age of 20 to 39 years old and education minimum high school. But this is changing over time as long as they have supporting facility like smartphone or other gadget connecting to the internet. Paying electricity bills or bills TV subscription by post nowadays is in the tip of our fingers. Simplicity in ordering transportation, food, cleaning service, laundry, makeup artists, shopping, buying medicine in a pharmacy makes society rely on Gojek application because it offers services to support life and daily activities. Gojek has exclusive payment system called GoPay, which can be used to pay every service and product that bought through Gojek application. GoPay is very concise because the balance can be topped up in many ways such as ATM, mini market, driver, internet, or mobile banking. Then Gojek launched PayLater feature since September 11, 2018 by offering transaction service of buying food through GoFood feature in form of credit limited to 500,000 rupiah per user account. Due to customers' demand, the PayLater feature now can be used for other services such as GoRide, GoCar, GoBills, GoPulsa, and GoTix. The user can change the payment method from GoPay or cash to PayLater and instantly can enjoy the both product and service without spending money at the moment. With the consequence, at the end of the month, the user must pay off the PayLater charge including a subscription fee of 25,000 per month. College students as one of the users of Gojek application who have high curiosity, tech-savvy, and loves to follow technology development trends can be confirmed that they will be tempted to use this PayLater service. They still rely on their parents' financial support but has high level of consumption and desire. PayLater service adopts an online-based credit principle, so it can trigger a consumptive side of the user. The requirements to activate PayLater is facile, that only need to have a Gojek account. It can give easy access to user, especially they who has no income to be able to use this feature. The incoming effect will be variety. It will be positive if the user can manage their purchase with PayLater. On the other hand, it can be negative if the user cannot control their purchase and end as online loan trap. To avoid that, They need to receive financial literacy, which can equip young people, especially college students, in responding to the temptation of the future. USAID Youth Win through Economic Participation Project has made a training life skill financial based program which called Financial Life Skills or FLS training. Generally, this training gives exercises for the participant to have critical thinking in responding to given information, teamwork and professionalism, improve human resource, increase confidence, positive communication to equip them before merge into working world. This program also inserts financial literacy material in some modules, such as determine life goals in the financial context, like a budget and managing financial, plan a saving, credit and loan to make the participant aware of financial product and service offers. This research is qualitative research with study case approach. The research steps are 1. Determine the focus of the study, which is to investigate does financial literacy have a certain role to college students as Gojek users in deciding on the offer of PayLater service. 2. Examine library material and previous research. Primary data obtained by in-depth interview with the respondent and the secondary data obtained by relevant supporting literature, previous research, online news, and relevant information from trusted websites. 3. Determine the respondent. The determination of respondent is using purposive sampling from college students who using Gojek application. The respondent divided into two groups: students who have joined FLS training in January 2019, next will be called as FLS training participant, and students who have not joined FLS training, next will be called as regular student, as seen in Table 1. Step 4. Determine the technique of data retrieval and processing. This research search every view and decision from the respondents toward every asked question through deep interview technique and process it using framework analysis. Step 5. Collecting the data through deep interview and the result of the interview documented descriptively in a table to see the response of every individual in responding to the asked questions. Step 6. Processing the data using framework analysis through familiarization, identifying a thematic framework, coding, charting, mapping, and interpretation. Step 7. Confirm or test findings with data source. The result of the processed data will create a finding, then return to the respondents to confirm whether it is suitable with real conditions. Step 8. The last step is formulate a conclusion which involves interpreting, process, and integrating finding into new knowledge. The respondents are 26 students of Faculty of Information Technology in Universitas Kristen Satya who using Gojek application. They consist of 13 women and 13 men. The respondents age between 18 to 24 years old and have different activities such as full-time studying, internship, final project, and some currently have working. There are 13 respondents have not joined FLS training and 13 others have joined FLS training in January 2019. The participants said that they still remember and keep the learning point from Module 9, Planning a Saving, to differentiate which one is need and desired, so that the expense should be used to fulfill needs, and do financial management by considering long and short-term effects from every taken decision. Respondent L states that it needs to prioritize expenses for important necessities. Respondent D states that it is good to invest and use money wisely. Respondent C learned about financial planning by making a list of needs, so it minimizes unplanned expense, and the most important part is stick to the list. Respondent RV argued that it needs to prioritize to save how much the income we get and spending money wisely. They also said that there are some benefits from joining FLS training. Respondent DD stated that they can manage personal finance better than before. Respondent K stated that they understand more about managing income at work. Respondent I told that after the training, they try to spare some money to be saved in emergency fund. Respondent S, F, and V follow up the training with note down every income and expense every month, so they can evaluate the expenses and no missed transaction. Respondent A state that they learn to only buy a needed product and not easily tempted with discount promotion from an online shop. Respondent N decided to decrease hangout at cafe to be able to save some money. Our respondent already installed Gojek application and has used it approximately 2 years and 1 month, with a total of transaction approximately 3 transactions per month. Services type or feature that often used are GoRide by 21 respondents, GoFood by 22 respondents, GoCar by 13 respondents, GoPulsar by 3 respondents, GoSend by 4 respondents, GoPlay by 2 respondents, and GoTix by 2 respondents. So far, all respondents paid their transaction in Gojek using GoPay, Cash, and the combination of GoPay plus Cash. The cost that respondents spend on transaction using Gojek application is less than 100,000 rupiah per month by 18 respondents and between 100,000 to 250,000 rupiah per month by 10 respondents. Respondents who have known the PayLater feature before this research are 20, and who did not know are 6 students. They knew information about PayLater from TV advertisement or internet around 19.23%, friends or family around 30.77%, application notification around 26.72%, email from Gojek around 3.85%, and application update around 19.23%. Coding and categorizing process were done by analyzing the respondents' answers and make codes in the form of keywords or short phrases which contain a message that represents respondents' answer. After the codes are found, then it is put into a suitable category with the respondent's condition. From the question, do you immediately activate PayLater feature after knowing the information of the feature? Produce some answers such as yes, delay, and no. From that question, it continues with the question, why do you decide to activate or not activate or delay the PayLater service? Produce some answers with codes as seen in Table 2. There are respondents who have activated PayLater feature with a reason that PayLater can fulfill needs efficiently. Some respondents still delaying to activate PayLater feature because they doubt whether it is necessary to activate it because they currently do not need it, but there is a possibility to activate if it is necessary. Some respondents decide to not activate this feature because they feel they do not need PayLater service. These respondents argue that they still can use GoPay or cash as payment methods. They do not activate it on purpose for self-avoiding from debt temptation, only using Gojek for an emergency need, and some respondents are not interested with this feature. There are total 5 respondents have used the PayLater feature that consists of 1 participant of FLS training and 4 regular students. Then the 5 respondents who have used PayLater service gave answers to the question, why do you use PayLater feature for transaction as seen in Table 3? They wanted to use PayLater service because it can use to buy first even they have no cash or GoPay balance, especially in the end of the month, which means buy credit easier, can be used anywhere, and get many discounts. Respondents' opinion in responding to the extension of the PayLater feature are quite diverse, some positive, negative, and neutral. 16 respondents argue that PayLater can be advantageous when there is an urgent need, while do not have cash or GoPay balance, gives easier transaction in Gojek application, and can be used to manage expense in a month. 4 respondents argue that PayLater service will give disadvantages if in the end of the month they cannot pay the bill before the due date. That will be fined per late date. Using PayLater can trigger consumptive behavior that can raise inflated bills and can inflict a financial loss if they are not actively used. It can make payment facile so that it can evoke a habit in debt, improvident, and tempted to buy everything they desire at the moment. 6 respondents tend to be neutral because they have not used PayLater in Gojek application. The first chart shows that respondents who have joined FLS training in a total of 1 student has activated PayLater, 5 students still delaying, and 7 students decided to not activate PayLater feature, whereas the majority of regular students who have not joined FLS training in a total of 2 students have activated PayLater, 9 students chose to delay, and 2 students decided to not activate it. Therefore, the finding is, college students who have got financial literacy are more careful in making a decision about the offer of PayLater service compared with the students who have not got financial literacy. It showed that more students chose not to activate it, even though there are some people that delaying, but from the result of the interview, they will activate it if necessary. Whereas students who have not got financial literacy tend to delay, but we note that they were interested with the service offering, and when there is a chance to use it, they will immediately activate and use it. The second chart shows that students who have got financial literacy have a small presentation in doing transaction with PayLater, which is only 1 student, compared with the regular student who have not got financial literacy, about 4 students. The finding is, college students who have got financial literacy are not easily tempted with the PayLater payment system. It happens because they have practiced to think critically in determining financial goal and aware with all kind of funding that offers simplicity but needs to analyze all possible risks. The third chart shows that college students who have got financial literacy plan to use PayLater service in total of 4 students compared with students who have not got financial literacy in total of 8 students. Students who have got financial literacy tend to not use PayLater again in a total of 8 students, while regular students who have not got financial literacy in total of 4 students. The finding is the students who have got financial literacy have an attitude to evaluate every decision toward their financial which causes them to stop a disadvantageous action. That means they tend to suppress their desire to use PayLater service. It happens because the students who have got financial literacy was taught to select things in front of them so that it will not cause disadvantage later. Some respondents who have joined FLS training argue that using PayLater unwisely can cause problems, such as inflated bills, hefty administration fee, and fine if late payment of PayLater bill. These are what made them tend to not use PayLater service again. This research produces some findings. 1. Students who have got financial literacy are more careful in making decisions toward the offer of PayLater service compared with students who have not got financial literacy. 2. Students who have got financial literacy not easily tempted with PayLater payment system. 3. Students who have got financial literacy have an attitude to evaluate every decision toward their financial which causes them to stop every disadvantageous action. From the result of the research, it can be concluded that college students who have got financial literacy are more selective in choosing and making a decision, especially in financial. It shows that financial literacy's role is crucial to young people, specifically students in dealing with many finance technology offers which are diverse and tempting because of many given promotions and discounts. Financial literacy will open a student's paradigm that life in Industry Revolution 4.0 needs to have critical thinking about all information and offered products and services from the provider, especially in suppressing financial technology temptation such as PayLater service. Students not only have to race to follow up-to-date in technology, but also smarter in choosing the proper and profitable technology.
That's all I can say about my research. I hope it will give good contribution to this event. Good luck for the authors and committee of ISCAIE 2020. Stay safe and God bless you all.